the problem with Disney Star Wars is there are no rules. The Force now has no rules. It's just the ability to anticipate, to move objects with your hands, to get lucky, so to speak. What is the Force? We talked about this with the Mandalorian. Sabine is a Mandalorian. So what? How does being a Mandalorian influence her character? Why is it? What is it about a Mandalorian that makes her a unique character? When we watched The Mandalorian season 3, no one could define what a Mandalorian was except people who are outcasted and wear helmets. And the big rule there is don't take off your helmet. There's no rules there. The Jedi have no rules. What does it mean even now to be a Jedi? What is a Jedi? They talk about it. They're people, I guess, who have the Force, whatever that is. There are no rules. And then lastly, physics has no rules in this show. And I'll point you to the dogfight. They're flying along. Sabine fires her cannons. Boom, she hits a ship. Done. But when Ahsoka is on the ship, deflecting laser beams with her lightsaber, there's a moment where she runs across the wing, and the lasers from the other ships hits the wing of the ship and does nothing to the ship itself. It just as if someone had just shot a pea shooter at the ship. There are no rules in this game. The rules only exist to move the narrative along. But the thing that a story needs are rules, these constraints, the ability of characters to have weaknesses in a movie, to overcome these constraints in order to tell a more compelling story. Because right now anyone can have the Force. Anyone can defeat the bad guys because they're lucky or they can. Anyone can do anything in this series. There's no rules to anything other than you're bad, you're good, and I need to overcome my weaknesses in order to be a better leader, so to speak.
Well, speaking of cannons, you mentioned cannons earlier. How about these?
Yeah, even the Star Wars music had rules, but it's the weird thing is Star Wars is the only film franchise I can think of where characters had memorable soundtracks behind them, and now they don't. We all know Princess Leia's theme, we all know Darth Vader's theme, we all know the main theme. It's a lost art now in orchestration and movie scores.